Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick review of the Nitec MS-42. I'm just going to go over a few of the features of this scope and give you my thoughts and show you the scope in action. So let's get started with some numbers. The scope is exceptionally light at 420 grams without batteries. It takes two CR123 batteries at 3 or 3.7 volts. Video out is via the included USB-C cable, which you can also connect to external power if you wish. Comes with a 2-year warranty. The display resolution is 1280 by 960, so it does have a very nice display. Field of view at 10.7 degrees by 8, and it does have the standard black hot, white hot, red hot and colour modes available to you. Claimed battery life is 4 hours. I do recommend you get some quality batteries if you want to get even close to that though. Mounting is via a Picatinny rail, so if you don't have one of those you will need to get one if you want to mount the scope. So just before we get started, a quick note on the menu system. A quick press of the M button in the middle brings up your quick menu, and then the button at the top controls the options across the top, and the C button at the bottom controls all the options across the bottom. Holding in the menu button in the middle for 3 seconds will take you to the advanced menu, where up and down is once again controlled by the top button and the C button being down. Changes selections via the M button in the middle, and another 3-second hold will turn the menu off as well. So let's get started with a quick press of the menu button. So across the top here we have our 4 modes. So we can have white hot, black hot, red hot and colour. The instructions refer to that as rainbow. But we also have 4 options across the bottom using the C or calibrate key, which is adjusting the sharpness from 1 to 4. So another press of the middle menu button will give us the options for digital zoom across the top. 1, 2, 3 and 4 times. And then across the bottom we have the brightness. Now the brightness doesn't show up in this video, it just shows up in the eyepiece itself. The third menu gives the options for your reticle. So you can choose between white, black, red and green, and then you can change your pattern using the 4 options across the bottom. So this is personal preference, depending on which one you can see clearer. I tend to shoot with white hot in a black cross, so the middle of the cross is black, just to give me that bit of contrast. Some prefer black hot with a white cross, but as I said, it's personal preference, so whichever you can see clearer and you like. Pressing the menu button again obviously gets us out of the menu system. Now let's take a quick look at the advanced menu. So to get in there, we hold down the menu button for 3 seconds. So the first option at the top is an eyeball, so it's called ultra clear mode. So it's apparently supposed to make your viewing a bit clearer during heavy rain, fog or snow. I have found it does help a little during fog, but I also haven't been out in heavy rain or snow. Second one is Bluetooth, which at this stage has no function at all. It's for future improvement. Third down we have the activate video out, which allows us to record the scope. It's on and I'll leave it on so that we can keep recording. Moving down, you get to picture-in-picture, which on the display you saw earlier is the crosshairs at the top. You can see it there. It is that little picture-in-picture to give you a zoomed-in view of your crosshairs. So that can be turned on and off. Once again, personal preference. The next thing we can change is the battery voltage, depending on which ones you have. You can get 3 or 3.7 volt batteries. The option here is to change it. Incorrect selection here will mean your battery meter display in the top right could or might display incorrect information. Next up is the zero menu. You have 4 locations. You can save 4 different zeros. You can save different grain of bullets. I won't go into the process of how that's done. If you would like to see how the process is done, you can jump on Nitec's Facebook page and check out a video made by Chris Lewis from CR Lewis Contracting. He's done a great instructional video on zeroing the rifle. So check that out if you need any help doing that. Next up in the menu we have blind pixel calibration. So in the event that one of your pixels goes bright white or black, you can select that pixel and recalibrate it. It is a common thing in thermals, but it can be easily fixed. And last but not least, factory reset, which as you can imagine does exactly that. Factory reset everything. It will blow away all your zeroing, so if you do happen to hit it by accident, you will need to re-zero your gun. The only other thing worth noting is calibration. The image quality does degrade after a bit of time, and we do need to close the lens cover and hold down the C or calibrate button for 3 seconds. You'll then see this pop up on the menu and then disappear again. In the instructions it does say every 2 to 5 minutes, but I wouldn't be doing it that often. You will notice the picture deteriorate, and then you will hit it every now and then just to recalibrate and make it good to go. So that's all the features. So how do I find it? Hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea of how I found it. I've been running this scope for quite a few months now, and I'm very happy with it. It does exactly what I want it to do. It holds 0. It gives me a clear idea of what and where I'm shooting. I am predominantly a shooter of foxes, occasional rabbit, but that's about as big a game as I get. I am detecting, identifying and shooting them up to about 200 to 220 metres. I can detect them a lot further out than that, but I'm not 100% sure what it is, and if I can't ID it, I don't shoot it. Other things to probably note is do run your rechargeable batteries in pairs. It does extend their life if they are charged and used in the same pair. I just mark mine with a permanent marker or a paint marker. Another thing probably worth noting is you do need an external DVR to record. So it does not have the function for that internally due to its small size. So if that's a deal breaker for you, then best you know that right now. Hope you'd enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos to see the scope in action. Hit the like and the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.